G'day nuclear enthusiasts and welcome back to Nuclearies, episode 6 and a brand new week. I thought I'd start the episode off with the thumbnail I've been using with the whole construction and installation of the new generator and steam turbine with the new pumps, which I have heard we have bought enough and is installing for what we need to get Loop 2 up and running. But I reckon let me know your thoughts. I reckon I should have saved up a little bit more in terms of getting a new transformer, as that's what that alarm I've been wondering has been going off from time to time is for, specifically for damaging the transformer itself. So, I knew that. I was trying not to say it, but it happened anyway. So let's see if I can just walk down normally instead of going sideways and just, no. Stairs are dangerous. Yeah, let's not try and do that anymore. Oh, look, there's AO. Actually, let's see if I can get him on, he doesn't have it anymore. Oh, setup, here it is, AO. No, not that one. Overpowered mode, since we have completed all 3 of those scenarios. So that should give him a nice overpowered skin. If I can speed up in the running game, he should be over here maybe. There's the transformer, which I reckon we should have invested in another one. We've got 2 extra resistor batteries out of 4 at least set up for the next one, so that'll be good. We'll have to like switch it on over, and when we get a new transformer in, we'll need to connect all that up on this same panel itself. So we got a nice cool little installation of the pump there, or at least one of. The other one is in the core room itself. We'll get to, there is AO and his cool little skin. Let's see if we can try and speed up the time as much as possible as we go to the last one we want to see. There we go. Cool, nice little textures actually. So that's the steam itself, the steam turbine and the pump itself. We should be able to right click on it sooner or later, as we can with these ones here. Yeah. Sometimes they get disabled, sometimes they don't. That's our pressurizer right there, as it says. Cool bananas. We've got a crane actually, while we can. Let's see if we can run on upstairs and have a look at that crane. Get a nice good overview of the entire facility. Just zoom up here like I do. And we're at the crane. So you can refuel it. Make sure you don't run out of fuel, because if you're out and about, you're not able to exit out to this platform if you run out of fuel and you're elsewhere, because you can't return it. That has been a bit problematic for me in the existing background and stuff like that in the past. Like, at the moment, I'm pretty sure comments have been telling me, viewers, which the channel has actually kind of blown up recently from this series itself, telling me that the meltdown itself in the game is currently broken. But usually when it has broken in the past, as that is a known bug from previous updates and things like that, if you'd get in your crane and literally drive it down to the core rods themselves and destroy it with the crane, it would then melt down the reactor a lot more effectively overall. There's AO. You got a nice cool little quick glimpse of him. And what do we got here? Machines and upgrades. So what's been installed? Those pumps have all been installed. Excellent. We've got probably a little bit longer, another hour and a half. And we'll have about the same on the steam and generator. Yeah, both of those together. I did the wrong button again, wrong floor. I'd always do that. Why do I always do that? So there's another maintenance report, and I'm pretty sure this will be the 13th one out of 20 I need for the steam achievement, among others that are right here. Thank you, Editor Sharpie. So let's go on here and make sure we're all good on temperature. 998. We're dropping in temp a little bit, so let's see if we can get maybe 45. Yeah, 10.04, that's much better. We're at 9,000. They're requesting 6,000. So let's see Actually, if we can nip this in the butt at 55, we'll bring this down to 30 because we've only got one. It's now taking the average of the two loops we now have pretty much installed almost, which we can get on into filling it up and all that sorts of good jazz. But let me just try and get a nice even power out to the grid. So we can probably bring this down. We're at 52 at the moment. So now you'll see me individually use this control more than the whole average, as the numbers here just don't quite make sense. And my OCD just works better like this. So if we come over here, we're on 61. So let's see if we can turn this down. 55. I think should be okay. We're at a good temperature there. We're burning off quite a bit, and we are definitely getting close to the yellow. If I zoom on in, we're getting pretty close. 2050, 2049. At 50, so let's see if we can go 47. Hopefully we don't do too much of everything. Get this on to about 15. As it's getting close to midnight, I'll need to make sure once again, like we did in that chaotic episode, I think it was like number 2 or 3, I think it was, episode 3. I changed the resistor off in case we did get that emergency batteries throughout the day, which I don't think I ever actually changed off charge. No, I didn't. Oh, well, that can stay as is. That's perfectly fine, because we now got the external power supply bit just there, so it makes it a lot easier to get power right on demand when you need it. 55. Let's get this to 53. 848. No, we need to turn it down way more. 45. So since we're getting close to midnight, I want to see if I can get this below 49 for another one of these objectives below 50%. This one right here. Keep cooling below 50%. That's what your primary is. That's kind of coming up a bit. That's all right. Stop using that one, Sharpie. Let's go 45 for now. Going good on that. Temperatures come up a little bit. That's okay. Let's go the other way around. 57. $10.14. That is rather high. Let's go 60 just to be even. 8,000. We've brought it down a little bit, and it is still coming down at the moment. That's pretty good. We don't need any more boric acid or anything like that in it. It's come down a bit from the 3450 value I think we saw last time. Well, see that right there. That alarm right there is, I'm pretty sure, overdoing it on this. Yes, which we were. 3760. Well, let's see if we can sort that out immediately and get that maybe to 30. And we need to bring this down way more. Let's go down to 40 now. And that alarm there, low volume 2, means we now have loop 2 fully installed, as it should be all green over here. So now we can open those valves when we fill up that in just a moment. But I just want to make sure we get this midnight thing very quick. 10.16. Looks like we might need to put some boric acid in, perhaps. So let's see if we can get maybe just 5 grams a minute. Just get it a little bit in there so we can bring it up to maybe 3450. So we've brought our power down. That's good. That's what I want to see. There's another maintenance report. Machine's an upgrade showing us that it is installed. And then there's the 14th one. I don't know. Let me know if you're keeping count where we're up to. 14 out of 20 so far, I reckon. 9.6. Let's come on over here and get that on to 0 because we are in 3 times speed. So let's just see if we can slow it down to 2x just for now. Just so I can kind of get my mind about me. 50. Might have done it a little bit too much on the boric acid, to be honest. Yeah, just a little bit too much. That's all right. We can filter that out. What are they asking for? 3,000. We've got 6,000. And we do have them open, so 2098. Bring that down a bit. I don't want to bring it down too fast and it get away from me, which is not a good scenario to be in. Just gets too hot, and then no matter what you do, you try and overdo it, and then it's too cold, and no bueno, not good. At least I think that's what it means. 3882. That can definitely come down a bit. 12. 395. 295, sorry, 294. Let's see if we can get the boric acid just going out of it a little bit. Turn that on. 10. Now let's go back up to 15. Get it done a little bit faster. 78, 79. That'll get there sooner or later, and it's not coming up to exact value. I'm not too sure why that is happening, but it is what it is. How are we going on that? 53, 52. And right about there, because it takes time to power down, remember? That should bring it up just a little bit, hopefully. And it's dropped back down again. So it comes back up. 10, on it just a little bit above 10. Let's go 45. Oh, actually, no. I'll just clear that. We'll get a little bit more out. Goes down as it starts pumping through the pipes. Then it should start bringing it up. There we go, starts coming back up. It's like we kind of restarted there a little bit. That's okay. Let me just acknowledge that flashing light, but that'll be okay. 6,100. We've got our bypass valves open just slightly. That should be a-okay. 983. 85. That's right. While this is happening in the background, I should be able to get this on going. So B1, B2. Get that one open. And no, other way. Thank you very much. And then we've got B3, B4. Got B3, B4. And then B5, B6. And then B5. And B6. There we go. And then once they've all opened, so B1 and B2 have opened, let's make sure we turn the valve off as it has opened already. Or at least all the way. And so have at least most of the others. So let's just do this one. And that one. Because we don't want any valve failures in the future. And if they're on, it can cause a lot of problems. Or a lot more chances, I reckon. With that RNG failures. So there we go. They're all open. I can now fill it on up. That'll be good. We've got an hour or so away from that. I'm going to go to 2x speed. And the way you need to fill it up is that with all of those valves open and with your main ones here closed, so all of these are closed, all you need to do is just turn the respective pump on and it will go to maybe, let's just fill it up somewhat slowly because we're in 2x speed at 25 with the pump on, and it should start filling that up ever so slowly at about 25 liters a minute or so. That should be good. It should be getting up there. There we go. Takes a bit of time to go and flow through them pipes. And obviously we want this to be about 3,200 value. So when it gets to about just a little bit over 3,000 liters, I'll probably turn it off. And it should be a-okay. So that should be good. How are we going quickly on the reactivity? We've jumped quite a bit. That's okay. Let's turn that off. Let's come on over here and get these to 60. We probably just created a lot of iodine and xenon. As you can see, they're rather high in the activity and the production gauges right here. And then what is present is shown here. So we're at 60 there, 10.8. Yeah, that's definitely way too much. Way too much. So we'll get 5 on that one very quickly. Come on over here. 2800, caught it just in time. And let's turn this off, or at least power the pump down so we can actually see the value. It's all right. It's just a little bit over full. That's fine. Let's turn that off. Come on over here. Probably overdone it again. Get that there. 10.53. No, we haven't. That's good. We haven't overdone it. Let's get it on 10 just instead. Hopefully it will come up as it's showing that it is dosing it in the inner core vessel. That's good. That will eventually start coming down. We probably want a good 9.95, I think, would be good to finish that off on. And then we'll empty off. Just kind of... Oh, that's actually quite perfect right there. I'm going to leave that as is. But if you actually overdo it here a little bit too much... Quickly check that. You just open up this one right here, DV02. So, drain evaporator valve O2. You just open that up slightly and just read the gauge from here and stop it when you need to. But obviously the valve takes time to open and close. Remember that? So there's 10. 9.9. Let's turn this off now. And we should be good as gravy, I reckon, right there. 9.89. And we are a little bit over temperature, but that should lower the value in temperature and raise the reactivity a little bit. It will you know that word? Equalize between the both of them. Equilibrate. That's the word I was looking for. Let's actually have a look at this one. What do we got? Before I do that, we got 4,800. Yeah, we're going A-okay with that, even though we are burning off a little bit there. So let's speed up the time just a smidge. 15% on our core. I'm looking for any more. See, that's 19% wear on it. So yeah, the integrity is the whole value it's worth kind of thing. Location, resistor bank, 15%. We did do a little bit of damage on it. That's fine. The boron filter pump. Everything is pretty much A-okay just there. And I'm pretty sure that's, what, 415. Now I've completely lost it. As that goes down, this should slightly come up. If not as much as I want it to. There we go. It just flashed 9.9 even and then went back. Click on over here. Okay, that's good. 1900. I'm actually pretty okay with that. Let's speed it on up to 3x. Before I do that, let's see if I can get this to go down a little bit more. And as it clicks over to midnight, I'll see if I can not use the resistors to get one of those hidden objectives. And we've already got the batteries off themselves. So I just want to bring the derived energy down a little bit more, so I know I won't be overdoing the service compliance estimate. No, it's a bit of everything in this episode. Actually, a good way to start the week, I reckon. 263. It's all right. 720. 803. Going back up again. Better not be. 5761. You know what I can do? I can actually bring this back down another 41. I think that should be a little bit too much. Just by one value, I'll bring that down, since it was at 43 to begin with. And then I'll bring this up by 2. So 5 minutes to... almost there. Alright, cool. So I'll speed the time up just a little bit here. 58. And since this new main resistor switch has been added, let's use that one. Give us a little bit of the warning. That's okay. The objectives come in. Generate power without interruptions for 4 hours. Minimum service compliance. Minimum service compliance. Any extra ones? Not that I can see of. So I'm happy to flick that back on again. And perhaps, what are they demanding at the moment? 7,000. Okay, let's see if we can dump all that out. Dump all that out ASAP. And that should be a-okay. Till next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Stay sharp till tomorrow, as always. I'll see you then. See ya.